What is going on, guys? It is Wrestlelamia here, back with another video. Ripley's first match in months as she battles Asuka to determine which team will have the numbers advantage at Survivor Series War Games. Who will prevail? Well, join us now as we look at this week's edition of the Red Brand, as well as wildest news stories and rumors you need to know, including a shock rumor on the 5th woman at Survivor Series, is The Rock returning at the Rumble, WrestleMania 2027's location, a superstar finally ends a bad gimmick, and much more. Be sure to subscribe and hit that notification bell for daily wrestling videos, and follow us on Facebook for exclusive lists. Also check out Wrestlelamia.co.uk and a non-wrestling channel, Incredible. As always, we won't recap the matches, but just provide you with the good, the bad, and the downright ugly. As always, we start off with the good as number 1, building up Survivor Series. Last night's appearance by the Brawling Brutes and Drew McIntyre was a wild way of building up Survivor Series, with all 4 men and Kevin Owens explaining their reasons for wanting the bloodline. Kevin Owens went so far as to explain why his teammates can count on him to battle Sami Zayn, despite KO's admission that Zayn is like a brother to him. This promo was a real sizzler that harkened back to the old school promos where wrestlers would talk fans into buying tickets for live events. Number 2, 2 furious factions. Now, anyone who doubts how factions make for instant feuds needs to look no further than last night's wild brawl between the Judgment Day and the Brawling Brutes. The match needed a little build up, and it was a wild ride, with the WWE giving both teams time to show what they can do and how they could have a feud down the road. Number 3, Dominic, a classic chicken. But Dominic Mysterio has found his calling as chicken shit heel, showing that in cases it just takes some time for a wrestler to find the right character. While Dominic was able to get by early on by wrestling alongside his famous father, it was becoming clear he needed to break out on his own. Rather than going the easy route of a father-son exchange, the WWE took things further, with Dominic Mysterio joining Rey's enemies in the Judgment Day and becoming a complete scumbag and a coward. Dominic has the right amount of ability where he can compete with his big brothers backing him up, as well as Rhea Ripley, but who ultimately proves weak as water when he's on his own. It's a good fit for Dominic, as he's easy to dislike, but like any good heel, he finds a way to elude a proper comeuppance. Dominic always finds a new way to tick the fans off, such as last night's comment where he told the SmackDown superstars to say hello to his deadbeat dad for him. Number 4, some blockbuster brawls. Our fans love brawls between wrestlers, and the WWE delivered them big time, including a backstage brawl between the OC and the Judgment Day, Bobby Lashley's attempt to take Austin Theory out before Survivor Series, and the clash between Bianca Belair's team and Damage Control after Rhea Ripley defeated Asuka. The WWE did particularly well with the OC Judgment Day brawl when it spilled out of the backstage area into the parking lot, and the WWE used security camera footage to initially show the fight, then switched to a mobile camera operator, creating more of an organic look. These kinds of details are appreciated by fans as they further the illusion of wrestling as a real sport. Number 5, in loving memory, Johnny Gargano. A bad night for Johnny Gargano as his match against The Miz was cancelled due to The Miz's untimely hand injury, as he claimed he cut it filming a TikTok and The Miz found a suitable substitute, Homos. Now, needless to say, Johnny Wrestling just couldn't cope with the Nigerian giant despite a gutsy effort. And Rhea Ripley is a monster. Rhea Ripley has to be considered the WWE's female equivalent of a monster heel. Not only has she manhandled many male superstars, but she's dominated Asuka in their one-on-one match last night, a sign that Ripley is in the express lane back to the main event. But that was the good. What about the bad? Number 1, is Ali Austin's stunt double? Has Mustafa Ali become Austin Theory's stunt double? It was bad enough that Mustafa had to count the lights again, but things got even worse when Austin Theory threw Ali into Bobby Lashley, and the Almighty took his frustrations out on Ali, throwing him around the backstage area and the entrance ramp. Ali asked for TV time and the WWE listened, but it appears they have no plans on pushing him any more than they did before. Number 2, crushing Corbin. Again. Baron Corbin's latest push appears to be over as the former Lone Wolf, Constable, or was it Chief, King and Happy Corbin reverted to his essential character, a highly talented worker who gets new gimmicks more often than the 24/7 championship changed hands last year. Akira Tozawa's unexpected and unwelcome arrival not only cost Corbin the win, but seems to be a sign of where Corbin is headed again, the mid-card. Number 3, too much time. Now, while we enjoy the WWE spending more time on matches, there was no need for an extended battle between Alpha Academy and the unusual team of Riddle and Elias. That is, unless the WWE wanted to just fill time. In that case, mission accomplished, but the WWE did so at the cost of boring the fans and wasting time that could have been used for the women's match. That was nothing downright ugly, as last night was a solid night and an example of how to book a go-home show for a premium live event. They kept things moving with matches and interviews to promote Survivor Series, while also furthering some non-PLE programs such as The Miz vs Dexter Lumis and the eclectic pairing of Elias and Matt Riddle. What you guys think of Raw last night? Let us know in the comments down below. Now let's move on to the news. Now first we look at the shocked 5th woman at Women's War Games match. Atop of the news today is another big name being mentioned as a surprise entrant in the Women's War Games match this Saturday. So far we mentioned names such as Candice LeRae, Beth Phoenix, and even more recently Charlotte Flair. Now a new name is being thrown out, none other than Sasha Banks. Kate Sides discussed the latest 5th woman rumor, saying because of a hint of what appears to be blue hair can be seen in WWE's graphic for the mystery member of Bianca Belair's War Games team, there's been speculation, amplified by Give Me Sports' Louis Danger and others, Sasha Banks will make a return at Survivor Series this Saturday in Boston. While Bianca Belair hinted that the team would reveal the 5th member of her squad, don't put it past the WWE to keep fans guessing until the day of the show. After all, the days of wanting to get last-minute pay-per-view buys are largely over due to the WWE streaming its former pay-per-views. Next up, another return in the works. Further complicating things is the latest news of another female superstar making her way back to the WWE. Fightful Select is reporting that Becky Lynch's return is coming soon, and that Lynch was discussed and planned as the 5th partner in the Survivor Series War Games match that has been speculated for quite some time. Lynch, who injured her shoulder during the SummerSlam match against Bianca Belair, has a good storyline reason for wanting the match since the WWE ran an injury angle where Damage Control put the man on the shelf. Do you think Becky Lynch will be back for Survivor Series, and if so, will she compete in the Twin Cages? Next up, The Rock at the Royal Rumble? Finally, The Rock has come back to the Royal Rumble. Could those words actually come true? Well, Dave Meltzer recently discussed the possibility this Royal Rumble, there's so many different things that they can do at this Royal Rumble to build up to WrestleMania. Obviously, everyone expect Cody, there's always the chance of Dwayne, others can be thrown in there. With the continued talk of The Rock facing Roman Reigns at WrestleMania 39, this could be the way of the WWE inserting him into the title picture. Next up, WrestleMania coming to Nashville. As the world waits for WrestleMania 39, a report is coming in that the future WrestleMania is headed to Nashville, Tennessee in 2027. According to the news site The Tennessean, WrestleMania is headed to Nashville provided a proposed enclosed stadium is built in the next 5 years. Butch Spryden, CEO of Nashville Convention and Visitors Corporation, discussed the potential benefits of Nashville holding WrestleMania. WrestleMania's week-long event potentially worth upwards of $200 million, and it broadcasts in 57 countries. Even more interesting was Spryden's description of Mania as the number 6 top sports event brand in the world. Nashville is no stranger to hosting WWE events, and the city hosted this year's SummerSlam. Next up, a superstar gets a new name. It looks like recently returned WWE superstar Mia Yim has a new ring name. Wrestling News reports that WWE.com has officially changed the name from Mia Yim to Michin, which means crazy in Korean. No word on how this plays into the WWE's plans for her as she prepares to step into the Women's War Games match. Next up, a superstar ends a bad gimmick. Akira Tozawa is apparently a changed man as he's ditched his ninja gear and returned to the blonde look he sported during his cruiserweight run. As mentioned earlier, Tozawa made an appearance during the Baron Corbin vs Drew McIntyre bout, stealing JBL's cowboy hat. And finally, fans react to Johnny Gargano's remix theme. And last but not least, the WWE remixed Johnny Gargano's entrance theme, and judging by some fans' reactions on Twitter, it's receiving mixed reviews at best. WrestleTalk discussed the change to Johnny Wrestling's theme, saying, while the song was still basically Anthem Many Love, Rebel Heart, it was a decidedly new version of the tune. The primary difference is that the lead vocal is no longer performed by the signature female singer, and now it's more of a male-sounding tone. It's unknown why they changed the song, as while it was common for the Vince McMahon era WWE to change wrestlers as entrance themes, one would think Triple H has a better appreciation for how important theme songs are to fans. There may be a business reason for the change, but so far there's no explanation for it. But there you have it folks, the wildest news stories and rumors you need to know. Be sure to leave your comments down below, and I'll see you next time with some more wrestling content.